All right, everyone, welcome to our Black Belt live stream for Thursday, April 9th. Let's go ahead and bow in. Chariat. Koke, Tahayo, Kunye, salute to the flags. Haro, Chariat. Kwanjingnem, Enke, Tahayo, Kunye, bow to me. All right, guys, we're going to start with some fairly simple warm-ups, but it's going to be fairly intense. I want you to divide up between arm exercises, so like push-ups of some variety, leg exercises, so squats or something else that's really working the legs, cardio, so jumping jacks or some other high-intensity exercise like shadow boxing, and core, sit-ups, V-sits, leg lifts, anything that engages the core, planks. I want you to take 100 and then divide it up amongst those 4 different exercise types. So if you want to do 25 of each, that's fine. If you want to do 20 of 3 of them and then 40 of another, that's fine, as long as it adds up to a total of 100. Ready? And Shishak, begin. While we're doing our exercises, I just want to point out for everyone who is watching at home who couldn't make the live stream, you can still earn attendance credit by making certain to video or photo yourself doing some of our drill work and submitting it to our Facebook page or emailing it to me at instructor@akfathens.com. When you're done, take a moment to stretch out. All right, guys, Chariat, come to attention. Make sure that you have enough room for form Kibon, Kichel, and Kakilchon. If you're not gonna have enough room, you may need to just readjust in place, all right? Hyung, Kibon, Chunbe. Ready? Try to stay together as much as possible. I know that's tough when we're on video. And Shishak. Hey! Paro. Right from here, Kicho, Shishak. Hey! Hey! Horo. Chariat, Kunye, Kakil, Yochung, ready position. And Shishok. Hey! Haro. Chodiet. Kunye. All right, good. Your number is now 80, divided up amongst those exercises. 80. Ready? And Shishok. And when you're done, stretch out. All right. Chodiet, come to attention. Hyung, Kaki Yichang, Chunde. I'll be watching this one since we're getting up there now. And Shishok, begin. Looking good, guys. Turn the other way, Ms. McCarthy. There you go. Nice technique, Barfield's looking solid. Watch that reaction hand, Ryan. Paro. Chodiet. Kunye. Quick note, one of the things that I saw that I just want people to be aware of and keep working on, we've still got some uppercuts instead of that upwards elbow strike. So watch for the tendency to go like this on move number 29. Make sure that you're actually hitting with the elbow and not starting with the fist and then bringing the fist to the shoulder. Fist should already be close to the shoulder and then elbow comes up. Otherwise, that looked very good. All right, guys, Chodiet. Hyung, Kaki Samchang, Chunde. Ready, and Shishok. Nice dance work, Kristen. That looks good. Midsection for that last punch, guys. 바로. Chodiet. Kunye. All right. Just an observation, and Mr. Gibson, I don't need you to change anything right now. This is an observation for the future. The fun backgrounds for Zoom are very cool. I like them. But when you are away from the camera and the background is up, you disappear into the background. I'm not talking to you, John. I'm talking to anybody who uses the background. So when you're submitting videos for me, please don't have backgrounds on in Zoom, because chances are real good you will become completely invisible behind that background for a certain point in time. All right, guys, your number is 60. Divided up among those 4 types of exercises, cardio, core, arms, and legs. If you want to make an even division, we're down to 15s now. Ready? And shishok. And when you're done, stretch out. All right, everyone. Chodiet. Hyung. Gunbon. Chunde. Ready? And shishok. Good. Nice guard, Mr. Williams. That's solid. Move backwards with those kicks, Kristen. Oh, never mind. You weren't where I thought you were. Keep going. You're fine. Step out wedge. Yep. Paro. Chodiet. Kunye. All right, guys, that's looking good. Center yourselves again, and we are on to Chunjian Ilchon. Chunbe. I'm going to give you guys a chance to give the meaning. I know most of you are muted, and even if you're not muted, you can just kind of say it to yourself. But meaning, Chunjian Ilchon. Chunjian
Ilchon. Guide. Limitless potential for the development and well-being of the individual, sir.
We'll work on the saying it to ourselves part, but that's okay. All right, guys, ready? And shishok. Good. Paro. Chodiet. Kunye. Good, guys. All right, we are on to 40s. Your total is 40, divided up amongst our 4 types of exercises. If you need to know what number that works out to for even numbers, I can't help you anymore. You got to learn some better math. All right, ready? And shishok. All right, guys, coming up by the camera so we can talk for a second. We've been working on MMA flows this week, and I do want to continue that. Raise your hand if you have your collie sticks handy. Everybody? Okay, great. We'll spend some time on that too. So we're going to refresh MMA Flow 1 and 2. For our second degrees and higher, I'm going to go through the starting walkthrough for MMA number 3, just so you've got a heads up when we return to in-person classes. And then we'll move on to some collie work. All right, guys. So we're going to start with MMA Flow number 1. We'll break it down and then just refresh a couple times. If you have a partner, Barfield and Barfield, 2 of you, just go ahead and start on MMA Flow number 1, going back and forth. If you can get through it 5 times each, I will give you a 10-second break. All right, everybody else, fighting stance, Muay Thai march, left lead. We are going to start, slide forward, pat down with the right, pat down with the left. Snake with the right, snake with the left, plum. Right knee strike, switch. Left knee strike, switch and snap down. Good. And again. Pat, pat, snake, snake, plum. Right knee, left knee, snap down. And obviously if we had a partner, we would follow them down. All right, now we're going from the other person's point of view. So now, turtle up. Right arm, seatbelt. Left hand, posts up. Right leg comes out. Head goes down, swing back, and establish guard. Good, and again, from our turtle position. Right hand seatbelts, left hand posts, right leg out, head down, rock back, and establish. All right, Ms. McCarthy, just start working that one. Mr. Williams and Mr. Gibson. We are going to move on to MMA Flow number 3. This is going to be a jab cross followed by an attempt. Wait, is it jab or jab cross, John?
Jab.
Jab, that's okay. Just a jab followed by a double leg takedown attempt. Can you see Mr. Gibson on the screen there? Do it again, John. So left leg slides in, okay? First on, continue working on MMA Flow number 1. If you want to, guys, you can come right on to MMA Flow number 2, which is jab, pat, clinch, step, circle, sweep, follow them down, stand up, knees in, hook over, come around, left jab, drop into side control. Normally I wouldn't go so fast on that, but I know we've been working it pretty extensively this week. Ms. McCarthy, do you need to see that again, or are you good? Give me thumbs up or thumbs down. Good, go to it. All right, Williams and Gibson. Left lead, slide in, left jab. Slide in, still with the left foot, coming for that double leg takedown. They step back. Our left hand stays on their leg. My right foot comes all the way around. Yep, my left foot comes in next to my right foot. I keep my hand right on their waist where it's drifted up. I come all the way around, so I'm behind them with my right arm around them. I'm sorry, my left arm around them. My right hand hooks into their elbow. Let's see it. Yep, good, good, good. Do that a couple more times. Let me watch. So it's slide, jab, slide, go for the leg grab. My left hand is on their hip. I step with the right. I circle around behind them. My left arm stays around their waist. My right arm hooks into their elbow. That looks good, Daniel. All right. Now, practicing the next part of MMA Flow number 3 is actually easier in some ways without a partner. I want to make sure that my feet are visible here. So, I am standing behind them. I have my left arm around their waist. I have my right hand hooked into their elbow. I want to be as close to them as possible, maybe with a slight right lead. Now what I'm going to do to take them down is I take my right foot or my right leg, I wrap it around their leg, wrap it, and then I just kneel down, which if you don't have a partner, you probably don't want to do on hardwood and pull out a mat when we get to practicing this. But what you'll do, leg comes around, I never set my foot down, I just drop down onto my knees, okay? The mistake that people make on this, and first on, why don't you go ahead and watch this too. The mistake that people make on this, you got to imagine that there's somebody standing in front of me with their legs facing in the same direction as my legs. I'm trying to throw them down. I take my foot, I put it in front of their leg, and then I try to kneel down with my foot planted. I'm not going to even do it without somebody there. I certainly wouldn't do it with somebody there. I'll dislocate my ankle, or I will break my toes, or they will come crashing down on my foot. It's almost impossible to do. So instead, what we're shooting for is that. There's never a point where my foot is braced against the ground, because if my foot is braced against the ground, then there's resistance, and all the force of my coming down is likely to approach my ankle. Mr. Gibson, that same principle of you need to execute this throw without having your foot planted, despite the fact that most people want to have their foot planted, applies to what throw?
I know what you're looking for, but I can't remember the name, sir.
Okay, Mr. Williams?
I don't know, sir.
Ms. McCarthy? No? Rory, you're closer. No? Ryan? Save us, Ryan. Would it help if I told you that it is one of our standard colored belt throws that you learn at red belt or is required at red belt? And that it's not Tsukanagi?
Sir.
What's that?
Tanyatoshi, sir.
Tanyatoshi. The one where they step in to throw you with Ogoshi and you jam them up and then you stick this foot out and sit down backward like that. It's the exact same principle. If I try and put that foot down and then roll back while my foot is planted, I am logarithmically more likely to dislocate my knee, injure my leg, than I would be if I just get the foot out of the way. All right, guys, we've got 5 minutes left. Grab 2 collie sticks. All right, if you've got a partner, move right into your Sinwali. If you do not have a partner, I would like you to go through your Sinwali without a partner. If you want, you can partner up with someone on the screen and try, if your connection is similar, try to actually follow along with them, even when they are changing direction. All right, Williams and Gibson, if you want to try that, go ahead. Kristen, why don't you and I go ahead on this? It'll be fine. We're absolutely not going to bang knuckles together, I promise. Follow me, Ms. McCarthy. There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice timing, Kristen. This is kind of fun. I'm going to speed us up a little bit here. I may change our direction of travel at a certain point. Yame, Kuman, to your partner, Juliet, Kumne. Ms. McCarthy, remind me that I owe you a cookie the next time you come into class. That was really good. All right, Mr. Gibson, what's that? Fist bumps, do it, guys. All right, that worked surprisingly well. And, way less nerve-wracking than doing it in person, absolutely no chance of injured hands. All right, guys, go ahead and put your sticks up. I'm going to bow us out. I do want to remind everyone about what our challenges are this week. So, for this week, we've got 4 challenges. For our pre-K class, it's just 100 punches in a day. By all means, go ahead and do that. For our all ranks plank challenge, try to beat 2 minutes. Your stretch goal on that is try to beat the current AKF record of 17 minutes and 37 seconds, I believe. Your stretch goal is to make Mr. Evan Durden feel ashamed of his paltry effort to only do a 30-minute plank. That's what he's shooting for. I told him he had to film it, So if he films it, we've all got to watch it, guys. I know it's not going to be super exciting, but I bet, based on previous experience, that by around 15 minutes in, tears start streaming down his face. Planks are hard to hold for a long time. So that's our all ranks challenge. Our intermediate challenge scales up with rank. It'll be tough for black belts, but you guys can do it. Our intermediate challenge is all of your forms, non-stop, not returning to Chunbi in between. So kind of like how we normally do in the black belt class for warm-ups, where we just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13 becomes Kicho. Hang on for a moment, sir. And then for our black belt challenge, flexibility, 100 non-stop kicks. They only count if they're over the chin. And if you get one that's under chin height, you got to start your count over. It resets. So those are our 4 challenges. Yes, Mr. Gibson.
For black belts, shouldn't that advanced one also include their high rank forms, sir?
Yeah, of course. All your forms.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what they said.
I meant including the black belt ones, yeah.
Yeah, by all means. Get as far as you can with them. All right, guys. Chodiat. Koke tahayo kunye. Aro. Kwanjing nemenke tahayo kunye. Bow to me. Anyang hi kashipseo. Very good. You are all obviously welcome and encouraged to stick around for the next class, which is all ranks. I'm going to turn off our video recorder. I just need a moment to get some water, and then I will start our next class.
Have a good day, sir.